The train just coming level with us now. It's going very slowly today for some reason. Quite bizarre looking white and blue vessel on our left hand side. This is Dartmouth's new Hired Car Ferry. I'm calling it new. It's actually been in operation for over 5 years. It's built to replace the old one. We were quite sad to see her go. At the time, she was the last paddle-driven vessel on the river. She ran for 50 years and made well over 1 million crossings. But we did need something twice as large, twice as fast, and apparently twice as expensive. And there it is. There's one thing in common with the old car ferry. It is attached to both banks by 2 large steel cables. It uses these cables to pull itself along. And because of this, it's not actually classed as a ferry, but rather a floating bridge. And you do need to be aware of this if you use the old sat-nav in your car. Not only does a ferry appear as the quickest route to Dartmouth, it also appears as a continuation of the B Road. So you could find yourself in Kingsroad around midnight to find the B Road's gone home for the evening and won't be back until 7 o'clock in the morning. If you're quick and lucky enough to notice there's no road wear and you don't get incredibly wet, you still have an opportunity to shout all the swear words, you know, as you drive the 25-mile round trip back through Totnes. A small naval base at Sank on our left, the smallest naval base in the southwest. It is of course affiliated with the Britannia Royal Naval College. And the smaller vessel on this side, the P291, this is a naval fast boat. They spend most of the time in the English Channel, keeping an eye out for what we like to refer to as recreational pharmaceuticals, which might be making their way towards the country. But Sank itself, based around the Grey Hulk behind the pontoon, that is the Hindustan, a decommissioned mine hunter. She's had all of her weapons and engines removed, and she serves as a floating classroom. This is where the naval cadets go to get an idea of life on the ocean wave, or about actually having to go to sea. So many of the cadets have never set foot on a boat before, let alone driven one. As we recently found out, the college is the second largest consumer of pims in the entire world. This is probably the safest way for them to learn. It's certainly a lot safer for us. Dartmouth did some ferries about to pass us on our left hand side, Sandpiper, if you do want to visit the village of Dissen. I'll be pointing out a bit later. This is the best way of getting up there. On our right hand side we have Philip & Sons Shipbuilders and Engineers. This was established way back in 1858. I know that because it's written on the wall. It's known locally as Nos, and during its time was a very successful shipyard. During the Second World War they built nearly 300 warships. They built 4 ferries across the Mersey as a waterlised assault by Jerry and the pacemakers, and it was at this yard Shea Bly had his yacht British Steel built. This is the one he used for breaking the world record and circumnavigating the globe. Unfortunately the yacht went bust.